Right, 11th of November 2025. Today is a pull day. No, it's not. Today's back. Today's back day of the new Dorian Yates split. Hope you lot enjoyed. Okay, thank you past me for that shitty introduction. Starting off, we've got Bent Over Rows, just one of the staples, you know what I mean? These are really good for like focusing on the middle part of your back. You see where that like little bridge is? It really helps with developing the thickness of your back, which is something that a lot of people lack. As you can see here, I'm bending it like a fucking bridge. Don't do that. Just I'm just being an idiot here. I'm going way beyond what is proper. So another core part of my back day would be pull-ups, as you can see here, dashing them out. If you're someone who's unable to do pull-ups at the moment, I would either recommend getting a band, using one of those assisted pull-up machines, or even just like a regular lat pull-down machine. It does the same sort of movement, so that's completely fine. I'm really just gunning for like the last few reps. I think this is the last set of pull-ups that I have as well, so it's a bit like you'll see me wobbling around, like you see my legs being tucked in forward. Try avoiding that, but then again, it within the set, you're not really thinking too much for that sort of shit. I love it when at the end of a set, you just see stars and shit. Like, I'm an astrology bandit, boys. Come on. Right, this movement here, I'll be so real, I completely forgot the name of it. I wanted to try something new for like my lower back since like whenever I do deadlifts with a decent amount of weight, like with a working weight, it tends to really just tax my lower back for like the next 2-3 days, and I really can't afford that. So I've been trying this. It's my first time actually doing it properly, and low-key I can feel it more in my hamstrings, which does make sense like looking at the movement now. But if anyone has recommendations on how to actually like target my lower back more efficiently with this shit, it'll be greatly appreciated. Pick up a 10 kilo plate, drop it down after once I'm nearing the end, and then we move on. Right, next on the new and improved back day is pullovers. These, I don't know if I'm chatting shit here or not, but these are severely underrated. A lot of people have pulling and like rowing movements, like lat pull downs and like seated rows and shit, but they don't have this sort of movement where it sort of like swoops in. That is like one of the main things that would be needed for your back. That is one of the three main things. So if you don't have something like this in your back day or in your back routine, I'd highly recommend it. Some decent gyms have like pullover machines, which are sick. I remember in my old gym back in London, they had a pullover machine, and I only just started using it like the last 2-3 months before I had to leave. And it genuinely, in those 3 months, I've seen so much growth and development in my back. Unfortunately, my current gym doesn't have one of those, so I have to use cables like as you saw before. Moving on, we got lat pull downs. Same old shit every single day. I'm really pissed off that the camera's so fucking close as well, so I'm just not even going to talk too much about it. But yeah, close grip, the bear claw shit was really cool. Yeah, bye. Okay, fine. Right, moving on. Seated rows. Again, another staple in the back day. It's similar concept to the bent over rows as well, but this has far more stability, obviously, since you're sat down. I just like to include both to have a bit of variety. Getting stronger at different movements is always nice. I like to do these one arm at a time so I can focus more like on each side, if that makes sense. And if you have a muscle imbalance, you can always just start on your weaker side, and whatever amount of reps you tap out on, you can just mimic that on your stronger side as well. I like to have my arm in front of the pad and like touching my lat as well, so it's a bit more focused. The mind muscle connection is always there. Right, another movement which I forgot the name of, but I saw this in a Marcus Brown video recently, so I thought, fuck it, let me copy it, since holy shit, it looks like it does a good job. And when I was doing this movement, my god, did I fucking feel it. Pause, but you know what I mean. Okay, this, I don't know, it's like a stiff leg, it's like a stiff leg deadlift without the leg part, since you're dropping the bar onto the safeties, and then you're lifting it back up like a deadlift, which is great. You know, as I said before, deadlifts do tax my lower back a lot nowadays, and I don't know why, but this is a great alternative for someone like me. Something that I will say, not about the movement, but more about the equipment. Every time I drop the bar, you can see, if you look closely, you can see the fucking ends of it just catching onto the safety and not properly dropping on the bar. It's really fucking annoying, and obviously there's no workaround around it since I don't have my own fucking equipment or my own gym, but it is what it is. Moving on, shrugs. Yeah, just shrugs, you know, slap some weight onto a bar. This is fairly light, I'll be real, but it was nearing the end and I haven't had breakfast, all that jazz. I'm making up excuses. No one gives a shit, man. Shut the fuck up. Look, shrugs are nice. Do them. It builds up your traps. You look like you're wearing a bodysuit once it's built. It's nice, okay? Fuck it off.
Okay, record.
Okay.
Yeah.